Right, the first one. I've only told you one method to factorize so far, right? Which is using the multiplication frame. Then you've got this box over here. If you like, you can draw it this way. Okay, your textbook does it this way. There's a multiplication over here. Right, and inside the box we are going to have x squared. And we have negative 20 over here. Right, this is what we always start off with. So now our job is to fill up the remaining blanks. How many blanks do you see? No, not just 2. There are 6 blanks. We need to fill up the 6 blanks such that whatever is inside here, when I add everything up, I must get x squared minus x minus 20. Okay, this one over here is not an x, this is a multiply. Okay, so let's try this first. This is the easy part. What shall we include in these two? X and x, okay? Because that is the only way I will get x squared. So you see, I draw my x and my cross very differently. Okay, now, we've got 2 more blanks to fill up over here. What do you suggest? What are the options that we can consider? What shall we consider? 1 and 20? Can, right? I'm not going to talk about the signs yet. One of them is going to be, okay, if we want, we can do this. Negative 1 and 20. Or we can have 1 and negative 20. What else can we consider? Negative 5 and 4. So likewise, 5 and negative 4. What else can we consider? Any more? 2 and 10. Can we do that? Okay, 2 and 10. So probably negative 10. Then we have negative 2 and 10. Any more that we can consider? Any more? I think that's it, right? These are the factors of 20. So now, we need to keep in mind that no matter which pair we choose, eventually when I add them up, this one and this one, I must arrive at negative x. Okay? I need to have the sum inside these 2 blanks to be negative x. Do you think I should spend time trying the first pair? Negative 1 and 20. Should I spend time trying it? Can you see why trying negative 1 and 20 is actually a waste of time? Because let me just show you first. If I were to put negative 1 and 20 over here, negative 1 times x is negative x. X times 20 is 20x. No matter what, 20 and negative x, I will never be able to get negative x. Okay? My objective is to arrive at this negative x. So negative 1 and 20 is not a good idea. So I can cross this out. What about 1 and negative 20? Do you think it's a good idea? Not a good idea, okay? What about negative 5 and 4? Possible? Do some quick mental sums. Negative 5 times x, 4 times x. Yeah, it sounds like I can get a negative x. Okay, let's keep that in mind first. How about 5 and negative 4? 5x and negative 4x. I do get an x term. Okay, let me just consider that. What about 2 and negative 10? Do I need to waste time trying 2 and negative 10? Yeah, no matter how you add them up, you're never going to get an x term. Okay, so let's not waste time over here, let's not waste time over here. So now I have 2 to choose from. Let's try the first one, negative 5 and 4. Okay, so negative 5 times 4 gives me negative 20. Yup, it works. Okay. So now 5 times x, negative 5 times x, I get negative 5x. Okay. And I have now got, to fill out this blank over here, I've got 4 times x to give me 4x. Now if I add 4x and negative 5x, what do I get? Negative x. Is this what I want? Yes. So I have x minus 5 multiplied by x plus 4. Okay, so this is the recap for your multiplication frame. Is there some guess and check involved? Is there? Yeah, there is. There is some guess and check involved. Okay, so next, part B. So we do the same thing. I'm going to get x squared over here. I will have 3. This must obviously be x and x. In order to get a 3, what options do I have? 3 and 1. You have no other choice. 3 is a prime number. So 3 and 1. So 3 times x gives me 3x. 1 times x gives me x. And they add up to be 4x. So obviously the answer over here must be x plus 3, x plus 1. Okay? Okay, moving on. Should I go faster? Or do you want me to stay at this pace? Faster, raise your hand. Stay at this pace, raise your hand. Slower, raise your hand. Okay, so I'll stay up. Okay, next, 2x squared plus 17x plus 8. A frame. I need my 2x squared over here, I need 8 over here. It is always this format. The x squared term on the top left. Then we've got the constant on the bottom right. Always, always, always. Okay? So now let's fill in the blanks. 2x squared. What multiplied by what will give you 2x squared? So for 2x squared, I can consider 2x and x. I can consider x and 2x. Should I consider 2x squared and 1? Should I consider 2 and x squared? Can I consider them? What happens? Let me just try, okay? What if I have a 2 and an x squared over here? Yeah, I do get 2x squared, right? Okay, then let's see what happens with the 8 over there. So for 8, I can consider 8 and 1, 4 and 2. Let's choose simple one, 8 and 1. If this happens, I will have 8x squared over here. Agree? Then bottom I'll have 2. Now what happens to my x squared? What is the total value of x squared now? 10. Do you see that it is different from my original question already? The moment you separate it this way, x squared over here and 2, I will eventually get another x squared term, which is not what we want. Okay? So we will never ever split it up this way. So back to our 2x squared. We don't have to consider these two cases. We will always split it up into x and x. Whether it is 2x and x and 2x, 3x and x, 4x and 8x, whatever. It must be an x and an x. Okay? So in this case, 2x and x to give me 2x squared. Obviously, you can swap it around, x and 2x. Fine, no problem. Now, the next one, 8 over there. What would you like to choose? 8 and 1 or 4 and 2? So this is where it is important to do some mental sums. I hope you can follow me when I do the mental sums. Okay, this blank over here. This will come from this unknown over here times x to give me this blank, right? This blank will be 2x times this to give me this. These two add up, they must give me 17x. Okay, so I have more options, 8 and 1, 4 and 2. Do some mental sums. Let's say I have an 8 over here, I have 1 over here. 8 times x, 8x. 1 times 2x, 2x. 2x and 8x. Will I ever get a 17x? No, I will not. Okay? Let's put a 1 over here and 8 over here. Okay? So 1 times x gives me x. 8 times 2x gives me 16x. Will I ever get a 17x? Yes. That is how we do it. Okay, we don't have to keep drawing and drawing and drawing. Do some mental sums. So we know that this should be 1 and this should be 8. 1 and 8 over here. But what about 4 and 2? Could there be more than one answer? Let's think about it. Let's say I have a 4 over here and a 2. 4 times 2 is still 8. So what about 4 times x? It will be 4x, right? 4x over here. 2 times 2x gives me 4x again. 4x and 4x. Can they give me 17x? Cannot. So 4 and 2 gone. Well, what if I put, okay, and you know the drill, so we don't have to try so many already because we already found the answer. So what do we say we should have? 1 over here and 8, right? So let's fill in the blanks. 1 times x gives me x. 8 times 2x gives me 16x. Altogether I have 17x. So the answer will be 2x plus 1, x plus 8. When you have this as your answer, and let's say you are not sure, what should you do to confirm your answer? What shall we do to confirm the answer? Expand. Yeah, during the exams, you can expand it out if you have time. You don't have answer key to check, right? So expand. If you do get this, then you are right. Because I think it is slightly easier to expand than to factorize. Okay, next one. 4y squared minus 9y plus 5. Frame again. What goes in the top left? 4y squared. Bottom? 5. Okay, which one do you want to fill in first? Do you want to fill in the red circles or do you want to fill in the blue circles? Think about it. Which one? Red or blue? All along I've been doing the red circles first, but in this case, do you think it would be easier to start with blue? Yeah, because do you have many choices? You have. You only got one choice. 5 and 1. Okay, confirm. Gonna be 5 and 1 or 1 and 5, up to you. Now on the other side, the other two blanks, what shall we put in? What can we consider? 4y and y. I can consider 2y and 2y. Okay, do some mental sums. Tell me what you will put in. What shall we put in order to get a negative 9y? 1 and 4 this way? You mean y and 4y lah? Is it this way? What do you think? Shall we swap them around? Let's swap them around. This is now y and this is 4y. What do we have? Can or cannot? Can? Can. Okay, let's try. This is 5y over here and this is 4y. Right? Does it give us negative 9y? No, it doesn't. Then what should I do? If only this is a negative 5y and this is a negative 4y. Can I simply do that? Can. Can I simply do that? Cannot. Because 5 times y gives me 5y. It is not negative 5y. But if only it is a negative 5y, how do I make it a negative 5y? Put a negative at 5. If this is negative 5 times y, I get negative 5y. Now that seems correct. But negative 5 times 1 doesn't give me 5. What do you think I should do? Oh, negative 1 over here. Okay, then now let's check. 4y times y, I get 4y squared. Okay, so 4y times y, I get 4y squared. Negative 5 times y, I get negative 5y. Oh, it looks correct. 4y times negative 1 gives me negative 4y. It looks correct also. If I add them up, I get negative 9. Yeah, this still looks correct. Negative 5 times negative 1 gives me 5. Is it correct now? So this is our answer. So this is now equal to 4y minus 5 multiplied by y minus 1. Okay, is this difficult? Okay, is it challenging? Is it fun? Yes, it's fun. It's like trying to find a puzzle. Try to solve the puzzle. Okay, now I want to show you another method to factorize. Okay? Instead of using this multiplication frame, this is what I was taught as a student. I didn't learn this at all. I only learned this the last lesson when I had to teach you. Okay, so now I'll teach you my method. I let you decide which one you want to use, okay? Let's start with 2C. So this is my method. I will draw this. It's a multiplication table frame cross method, okay? I'm going to put a big cross over here indicating the multiplication. I'm going to put 2x squared at the bottom over here. Okay, this comes down here. Then let's remove all this. This 8 goes here. So this is 8. And 17x goes here. Okay, 17x. Okay? Any questions so far? About the placements. This is just placing the things in order only. So this is the final result, 2x squared and 8 and 17x. Now, I am going to fill in the blanks. Where are the blanks? There's a blank over here, there's a blank over here, one blank here, one blank here, one blank here, one blank here. 6 blanks. Initially, when we were doing our multiplication frame, we also had many blanks, okay? So let's not confuse you with this. I'll just show you my method. I want to fill in the blanks now. This is the rule that you should follow. Yeah? This times this gives you 2x squared. What could be in the boxes? This times this must be 2x squared. What could be in the boxes? 2x and x. Okay, very good. This times this must be 8. What could be in the boxes? 1 and 8, 4 and 2, right? It could be negative 1 and negative 8, negative 4 and negative 2 as well. Okay? We need to keep all those in mind. Next thing. This multiplied by this, that's where the cross comes in. This multiplied by this gives me this. Okay, remember we said that this is going to be an x term. So an x term times a number gives me something x. Okay, then this cross over here, this one multiplied by this will give me something over here. When I add them up, I will get 17x. Okay, so this is the other approach, which I prefer actually. But I leave it to you to choose. So I'll now fill in the blanks. Here, we've got 2x and x. No other way, right? 2x and x. Now over here, I have a choice. I can choose to put 4 and 2 if I like. I can choose to put 2 and 4 if I like. Okay? Then, if I take 2x, I'll consider this part. 2x times x, what do I get? 4x. Okay? Then now I consider this portion. X times 4, I get another 4x. When I take 4x plus 4x, do I get 17x? No, I don't. That means it's wrong. Okay, so it can't be 4 and 2. Now I'll choose another one. Instead of 4 and 2, how about I choose 2 and 4? Okay, so now I fill in the blanks again. 2x times 4 gives me 8x. X times 2 gives me 2x. Am I going to get 17x when I add them up? Again, I don't get it. So now it's time to choose 8 and 1. So let's choose 8 over here and 1. So 2x times 1 gives me 2x. X times 8 gives me 8x. Am I going to get 17x? Again, no. Wow. So now I have to change it around again. 1 and 8. 2x times 8. 16x. X times 1. Finally I have my 17x. Okay? Now this is correct, right? You see, it's the same process of try and error. It's just a different way of presenting. Now when I have this, I can write down now, this is gonna be equal to something multiplied by something. What is the something and something? 2x plus 1. 2x plus 1 followed by x plus 8. Okay, so this is the other method, which is how I prefer. Let me show you the same method with question D. So I draw my frame. I've got 4y squared over here. I've got 5 and negative 9y. I'm going to fill in the blanks. Let's put 5 and 1 because I know it's going to be like this. The cross over here. Let's put 2y and 2y. Okay, now instead of really writing everything out, I'm going to do it mentally now. 2y times 1 gives me 2y. 5 times 2y gives me 10y. 10y and 2y, can I ever get 9y? No way. Okay, it's not going to be 5 and 1. Sorry. It's not going to be 2y and 2y. Then the other option I have left, it will be 4y and y. Let's try this. 4y times 1, what do I get? I get 4y. Y times 5, I get 5y. Is it ever possible to get negative 9y? I have a 9 already, isn't it? 4 and 5. Okay, so let's see. This is 4y and this is 5y. Agree so far? Do I have negative 9? Don't have. I need to make one change. If only this is a negative sign and a negative sign, then I get negative 9, right? But how is it that I get negative 5y when I'm having y times 5? What should I do to the 5? I should put a negative sign over here. Now, negative 5 times 1 doesn't give me 5. Just as 4 times 1, 4y times 1 doesn't give me negative 4y. So what do I need to do with the 1? Put a negative. Now I check. Okay, 4y and y gives me 4y squared. That's correct. Negative 5 times negative 1 gives me 5. It's still correct. 4y times negative 1 gives me negative 4y. Correct. Y times negative 5, negative 5y. Still correct. Now add all this up, I get negative 9y, which is still correct. And therefore my answer will be 4y minus 5, y minus 1. Okay? So which method do you prefer? The frame or the cross? Who prefers the frame? Raise your hand. Frame, frame, frame. Okay, who prefers the cross? Raise your hand. Okay, then I'll do a mixture, okay? Okay, now it seems like majority prefers the cross. So majority of my working will be with the cross because I feel that it is slightly faster and the format is a bit easier to see. Okay, now 6m squared. 6m squared. Here I've got negative 24. I've got 7m over here. Put in the cross, fill in the 6 blanks. 6m squared. Let's try 3m and 2m. On the other side, let us try 4 and 6. Do you think there will be a combination that gives you 7m? So looking at this, I've got 12m and 12m. I don't think I'll be able to get 7m. No, let's change it. So 4 and 6. Okay. I've got 8m and 18m. I still can't get 7m. Change. How about 2 and 12? How about 8 and 3? Okay, let's try 8 and 3. I've got 16m and 9m. Oh, 16m, 9m. Possible or not? 16m, 9m. Possible to get 7m? Okay, let's see what happens. Here I've got, notice that I ignore this negative sign. I don't want to put in the negative sign first. I just want the number. I've got 16m over here. I've got 9m. Does it look like it's possible to get 7m? How? Which one has a negative sign? The 16 or the 9? 9 should have the negative sign. Oh, if the 9m has a negative sign, where should this negative sign go to? 3 or 8? 3. Now you check. 3m times 2m is 6m squared. 8 times negative 3 is negative 24. 2m times 8, 16m. 3m times negative 3 is negative 9m. 16m minus 9m is 7m. Is it correct? Yeah, it's correct. So this is my answer. Who is horribly lost? Don't know what's happening already. Anybody? Nobody? So really can understand what I'm saying? Oh, okay. Let's try the next one. Hey, look at this. 9 minus 15x plus 6x squared. How is it different from all the other questions we have done? The order. The order is different. Does that matter? No, it doesn't matter. But some people OCD, they like to have the square terms in front. Change. 6x squared minus 15x plus 9. Same thing, right? Same thing, okay. Put a cross. I get my 6x squared. Over here, I've got 9 and minus 15x. Okay. 3x, 2x. 3 and 3. Just randomly choose these numbers. So I've got 9m over here and 6m. XX. Okay. Hey, did I get it already? 9 and 6. Can I get 15? Is it possible to get negative 15x from 6 and 9x? Yes, right? What do I need to do? Put a negative sign. If these two are negative, then I'll get negative 15x. How can I just put a negative sign over here? I need to put a negative here. So that 2x times negative 3 gives me negative 6x. Similarly, I need to put a negative sign over here so that 3x times negative 3 gives me negative 9x. And I have negative 3 times negative 3 gives me 9. So everything fits. They must fit. In your syllabus, they will fit. 3x minus 3, 2x minus 3. Okay? Okay, I'll go a little faster. Okay, next one. 8x squared, negative 7y squared, negative xy. Okay, with the cross over here, let's try. I've got so many options to choose. But if I consider the 7y squared, I only have one option, which is 1 and 7. So y and 7y. Notice I ignore the negative sign first. I will do the signs later on. I'm just concerned about the values. Okay, so I've got 7y and y. Apparently 7y multiplied by something plus y multiplied by something will give me a negative xy. So think about it. Do you want to break up the 8 into 4 and 2, or do you want to leave it as 8 and 1? Are you seeing it already? Does it make more sense to use 8 and 1 instead of 4 and 2? Yes, right? Because when I split it to 8 and 1, I probably will take 8x times y with a 1 times 7y, then I can generate an xy. No point trying 4 and 2 already. Okay, so that's what we'll do. Let's put 8x over here and x over here. So what do I have when I multiply them? 7xy, 8xy. Now you should see that it is possible to generate xy. How? How do I generate this negative xy? Where should the negative sign go to? The 8 or the 7? 8. Yes, it should be here. Now if I have a negative sign over here, which one? Which y should I have a negative sign? Y. Very good. So negative y times 7y gives me negative 7y squared. You always need to check. Okay, this is correct. This is correct. This is correct. All correct. Okay, so this will be x minus y, 8x plus 7y. For those of you who tried using the this method, do you get the same answer? You should have. Okay. Oh, what is this? X minus 3 squared plus 12x. Hey, the format looks very different from everything else. If only I can make it into this form. Something squared plus something x plus something. Can we do that? Definitely. What do we need to do? Expand, yes. So this gives me x squared minus 6x plus 9 plus 12x. Remember, this is a special what is this called? Special product. X minus 3 squared. I'll get x squared minus 6x plus 9, then plus 12x. Okay. So simplify, we get x squared minus 6x. Oh, sorry, no, not negative 6x. Plus 6x plus 9. Alright. So to factorize this, my frame again, x squared, 9, 6x. What goes into this part? It must be x and x. On this side, should we try 9 and 1? Is the answer very clear to you already? What should I try? 3 and 3. So that x times 3, 3x, 3x. So the answer will therefore be x plus 3 squared. Okay? Yes, yes. Is that a question? Don't do this, is it? Can. You can do this method if you like. Or if you recognize this, that it is the same as this, is it? From here to here, is it? Can. But you don't get to see it so easily all the time, right? Only sometimes. Okay. Next part. We've got one more period left. Recall, a squared minus b squared is a minus ba plus b. So what is x squared minus y squared? Do you have this on your notes? Okay, what is x squared minus y squared? Is that right? Direct application only. Notice that I cancelled out this one over here, factorized by multiplication frame. Yeah, I just cancel it. Doesn't matter. Okay, now with this, we see that we can actually factorize this. Right? To become x minus y and x plus y. Multiplied together. So let's go straight to part A. A squared minus 16. Can I factorize this? How? What is so special about the number 16? Yeah, okay, what square is it? Yeah, this is 4 squared. So a squared minus 4 squared. Hey, isn't it of the form? Isn't it of this form over here? At the top we have a squared minus b squared. That's a plus ba minus b, isn't it? Okay, this part, which is all the same. All these are the same. Okay, so tell me, what should my answer be? A minus 4, a plus 4. Easy or not? Do you want me to expand out to show you all why it works? No need, you should know why already. By the way, can we use the multiplication frame to do this also? Yeah, let me show you how. Let's say I want to do it this way. I've got a square over here. I've got 16. I've got negative 16 actually. And I'm supposed to get no a terms, right? Doesn't have any a terms, so it's a 0. So to multiply them, this must be an a, this must be a. 4 and 4, such that I get 4a and 4a. But in order to get 0, one of it must be negative. Let's choose this one to be a negative. If this has a negative, this must be negative, isn't it? Now, negative 4 times 4 gets me negative 16. So it works, yeah, it works. This one is correct, this one also correct, all correct. That's why we can conclude that this is a minus 4, a plus 4. So they all work. But do we need to show this? Don't waste time. As long as you recognize that 16 is a perfect square, we can straight away apply this. Okay? So next one, part B. Keeping in mind that we are using perfect squares over here, shall we rewrite 64? 8 squared, yes. 8 squared. Then what's next? Ready? Do you want to leave it as negative 25k squared? 5k bracket square. 5k like that. What's the sign? Plus or minus? Minus. Is this correct? 8 squared minus 5k squared. Is it correct? Yeah, it looks correct. 5k squared is simply 25k squared. So I didn't make any changes. It is still correct. But now, notice that I have again something square minus something square. Therefore, my answer will be, come on, what are in the brackets? What's the first one? 8 minus 5k. The other one? Minus again. Plus 5k. Okay, easy? Last one, try yourself. You get 1 minute to do it. Okay, class, all look at the screen. I see a few mistakes. Keep in mind that 4p squared can be expressed as a square. So this is actually the same as 2p squared. Agree so far? Do you have this? Shut don't know. You no? So understand? Okay, next one. Minus. What square is inside? What's this? 9q. Agree? Is this the same as 4p squared minus 81q squared? Expand it out yourself. Are they the same? Yes, they are the same. Okay, I've got something square minus something square. That means I will have 2p minus 9q, 2p plus 9q. cubed. That's it. Okay, next one. Exercise number 7. A bit more challenging. Because there is one step we need to do before we apply a difference of square. Something square minus something square. What is it that you will do if you were in Sec 1? If I ask you to factorize this, what will you do? What will you factorize out if you were in Sec 1 and you see this? What 5? What? 5. Factorize 5 out. That's what you will do, isn't it? 5. Then a square minus 4. Now you are in Sec 2. Can you factorize this further?
5.
Can you break your a square minus 4 into 2 factors?
Yes.
Okay, what do they become?
5 a square minus 4 square.
Okay. Then we have
5 a minus 2 plus a plus 2.
okay, is it correct? Whether you put a plus 2, a minus 2 or a minus 2, a plus 2, they are the same. Okay, so this is fully factorized. Completely. You cannot just stop here. You must continue. Okay, now that I've done this for you already, can you do B yourself? Do part B yourself. Factorize this first. We can take out 3. That is what most of you did. So we are left with 25x minus x cubed. What else can we factorize out? X, yes. We could have factorized x out as well. So that we get 25 minus x squared. Right? We could have combined these two into one step, if you like. So inside the bracket, we've got 5 squared minus x squared. Then that obviously must be 5 plus x, 5 minus x. Okay? Could we have combined steps? Yeah. These two can combine. These two also can combine. So 2 lines are sufficient. Okay, now part C. Do I have again x squared minus y squared? Do I have it? Can I make it into something square minus something square? Okay. See ya. This is my x. Possible? 25 is actually my x squared, which is 5 squared. Agree? Then I've got a minus over here. What do you think is my y in this case? Excellent. So this must be the same as this. In other words, x is gonna be, what's the value of x? 5. What's the value of y? A minus b. So putting it down, this will give me 5 equal sign 5 squared minus a minus b squared. I got something square minus something square. It must be equal to 5 plus a minus b multiplied by 5 minus a minus b. Yeah, why a minus b? Because my value of y is now a minus b. Look at the colors. Look at the colors. Okay, I shall make it more obvious for you. Okay, do you see it clearly now? X is actually 5, y is actually a minus b. So a plus b, a minus b. You can use these colors to help you if you like. Can? Now we simplify. This gives me 5 plus a minus b, 5 minus a plus b. Okay, your expansion, negative times negative gives you positive. So this is the answer. Again, we see our Sec 1 work featuring in all these work over here. Okay. Yes? Hey, actually it's a difference of square. Something square minus something square. How about I write it like this? 463 plus 453 multiplied by 463 minus 453. Is it correct? Okay, what's the point of doing this? This second bracket, how much is this? The second bracket over here? How much is it? 10, yeah, 10. It is simply 10. 10 times something surely is going to be very easy. Okay, what's 463 plus 453? Can you do it mentally? Correct? Am I right? Am I right? Yeah, so the answer must be 9160. Okay, calculator time. Let's check. 463 square minus 453 square. Yeah, again 9160. How is it? Manageable? Let's try part B. You are given 1 minute. Up to 11:06. Okay, this gives me 13.5 plus 6.5, 13.5 minus 6.5. 13.5 plus 6.5 is 20, multiplied by 7. Okay, 140. Easy? Yeah, easy. Okay, I think this is the final part already. Recall that actually a plus b square gives me a square plus 2ab plus b square. Did I tell you to memorize this? Yes. So if you see this, you can factorize it back here. Okay? So now, this portion is called expansion. From here to here, it will be called factorization. So now your job is to factorize this. Okay, pay attention to what I have to say. It is very important now. Very, very important. For exercise 12 and expansion. For exercise 12 and 14, we can do it. We can do it using other ways. Alternatively, we can use our observation. We see that actually it is a square plus 2ab plus b square. And then because they are perfect squares, so you get a plus b square. Okay, there are other ways you can do it. Up to you to go and explore and do it. I will not specify which method you must use. As long as you factorize it correctly, you are okay. So now, 4x squared plus 8x plus 1. I want you to notice something. I can rewrite this to become 4x squared plus 2 times of 4x times 1 plus 1 squared. Can I rewrite it this way? Yes, I can. What's the point of writing it this way? Because I want you to notice that I want you to compare it with a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. Can you tell me what is the value of a? What is the value of b? 1. Okay, wouldn't this give me a plus b squared? Right? So can you now tell me in red, what should it be? 4x plus 1 square. Okay, so this part over here requires you to be able to recognize and be very quick with these numbers. 16 is actually 4 square. 8 can be split into 2 times 4 times 1. What if I can't recognize this? What if I can't recognize it? Then no problem. Don't worry. We'll do it this way. Okay? If you can't see the relationship, we can always do it this way. 1 and 1. What goes on the other side? To get my 16x squared, what should I have? 4x, yeah, excellent choice, 4x and 4x, so that I get 4x and 4x here. So this gives me, so I don't want to do all this already, this gives me 4x plus 1 times 4x plus 1, which is actually 4x plus 1 squared. Okay? Which method do you prefer? Cross or recognize? Up to you lah. If you can recognize very quickly, then it's good. If you cannot, just go ahead and use the cross method. So I shall show you now how we can use, we can speed things up if we recognize. 3u square plus 2 times of 3u plus 2v plus 2v square. Okay? So comparing this with a square plus 2ab plus b square equals to a plus b square, we will conclude that this is the same as comparing with the one in green. What do we have? What do we have? 3u then plus 2v. Is this fast? Is it faster than the cross method? Slightly faster, if it is a perfect square. But not all the time it will be a perfect square lah. Okay, we've got a few more examples. Am I going too fast? T minus 7 square. Okay, you put it down like this, I'll give you the full marks. Because it's very obvious. Okay, part B. I see some of you trying this already. But then I see some of you trying very hard to do this. 45m square, 20n square, and 60mn. Oh, you're going to have a hard time trying because the numbers are very big. What shall we do? Yeah, let's take the 5 out. 9m square plus 12mn plus 4n square. Isn't this more manageable? Okay, I've placed this in this. It gave me 5, 3m plus 2n square. Okay. Now, with the last 3 minutes, do you want me to go through A or B? Because the other one is going to be a homework. Who wants me to go through A? Who wants me to go through B? Okay, go through B. Then you do A as your homework, okay? Okay, keep in mind that I am trying to get it into this form. Okay, I chose the negative because I see a negative over here. Okay, I want it to be in this form. Can you tell me what should A be? What should A be? X plus y square. Okay, this should be my A. Then let's continue. Minus 2 times of A, which is x plus y, and B. What's B gonna be? 7. How do you know it's 7? Because you know later on you're gonna have a plus 7 square, right? Okay, let me highlight the parts that are the same. Then we've got B over here, B over here, B, and B. And then all the other signs are the same. Do you see it? Do you see the similarities? So what does this give me now? What does this give me now? Then, plus or minus? Minus 7. Easy? Quite okay, right? So let's remove the bracket. X plus y minus 7 square. And that's it.